morning to everyone. Welcome to coverage of high school basketball on CAS 45. Tonight, we have the makings of yet another barn burner as we bring you yet another impact game. It also stands at a long-lasting rivalry. Tonight, it's the 12-5 Parkersburg Catholic Crusaders. They're invading Williamstown tonight to take on the surging 15-2 Williamstown Yellowjackets. My name is Mike Cameron. Great to be with you here on this evening, and joining us on the call tonight, someone who knows this rivalry maybe a bit too much, actually. The one and only Coach Marty Verheller. So, Marty, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to this game, but I always love to talk to you about rivalries. What's going on tonight with this game? This game wasn't originally on the schedule, so yeah, you as coaches, you got to kind of have to keep your head on a swivel sometimes. But now that you have this rivalry between these two teams in a game that's a bit of a surprise, how do you handle a game like this?
Well, I think first of all, it's good to be here, Mike, with you again. I think first and foremost, these teams are getting ready for the postseason. Now, postseason here means LKC Night of Champions for both teams. One of these teams will advance to the LKC Championship. The other one will advance to the LKC third place game. So that in itself is a fantastic honor. But looking even beyond that, no sectional play anymore, but regional play. These teams are trying to make their final preparations for the big run, and the big run meaning to Charleston.
Well, yeah, and you said it, this game is working out like a semifinal, basically for the Night of Champions. We know the winner of this game will be playing Gilmer County coming up on Saturday, which
right.
I don't know, is that a prize? Is that a prize to be playing a team that's as good as that? Even if on the Class A level, that's a good basketball team and has been for a long time.
Oh, my goodness. And in their backyard.
Yes.
To go to the Waco Center, it's like, hey, congratulations, you've advanced to the Night of Champions. Bad news, you play a super good Gilmer team. Worst news is you're playing right there in Gilmer, and they bring everybody. But I always looked at it, and I'm sure these coaches do too, as it's a huge honor to represent your division in the LK, yes. And it's a very big deal.
So Catholic comes in with a 12-5 record. They have 2 losses to Fort Fry. They have 2 losses to Gilmer County, and pretty much have handled their business pretty well throughout the season. We know the offense is probably going to be coming from Ellie Kinnison with 14.4 points per game. Annie Jacody Ruth, a player that you're familiar with because she was on that team that last team that you coached.
Right.
10.6 points per game. What's got to happen for Catholic tonight? We know the rivalry, but Williamstown's awful tough. What do they got to do?
Well, I think first thing, you can't let the game get away from you early. That's going to be super important. Parkersburg Catholic is limited in terms of their numbers. Coach Carr is he'll play everybody that he has over there, but Williamstown is certainly deeper, so he's got to make sure that this does not turn into an absolute track meet. I know from speaking beforehand, meaning just a few minutes ago, Coach Bob Carr for Catholic, he loves to run, he loves to press and so forth, but you've got to be careful because of not having that kind of depth. So I know Williamstown is going to try real hard to use their depth against Catholic. So limit their Williamstown's ability to get the ball inside to Burt, but then you've got Bunch outside to worry about. They have all kinds of weapons. So their hands are full, but I'm sure that they're going to they're going to give it their best, and certainly they're highly motivated against Williamstown.
Williamstown with a 15-2 record, 8-game winning streak coming into this game. Lots of dominating wins. Only losses to Logan and Ritchie County. We're going to go ahead and send it over for the national anthem.
Are you craving some sand?
Right. Fine rendition of the national anthem. Now we're ready for the player introductions for tonight's starting lineups. You know, you've coached against this team several times. What makes Williamstown so good?
Once or twice. Well, again, so much depth, so much balance. You know, I mentioned just before we had to cut it off for the anthem, you know, I just mentioned 2 players with Arissa Bird inside and, of course, Quinn Bunch. You know, oh, hello, what about Anna Costner, for example, you know, and others. So I just think their balance and their depth.
And they didn't seem like they really skipped a beat. I know they had that one year where Coach Bunch was in charge. Then Fred came back, Fred Sorrow. He did that one last year, and then Coach Bunch went back into it. They didn't really seem like there was much disruption in that. Everything seemed to be pretty consistent. I guess that's what happens when you run a program like that. But
smooth transition,
yes,
right?
I mean, they really handled it all very nicely. And yeah, this is a team that we're going to see a bunch of Quinn Bunch, as you said, because she runs this offense. She is the point guard. She's the field general, and she also averages 18 points a game. And then you got Arissa Birds, who she is going to dominate the glass probably a lot today. Not so much in the scoring realm. I got 9.1 points for her, but she also averages 8 rebounds a game. So she gives Williamstown a lot of second chances, would you say?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of senior leadership on this team.
At one forward, a junior, number 10, Gracie Montgomery. And at the other forward, a freshman, number 14, Maggie Dry. And in the middle, a senior, number 30, Arissa Bird.
All right, so we got Bunch. We've got Anna Cosner. We've got Gracie Montgomery. We've got freshman Maggie Fry into the game, and also Arissa Bird starting for the Yellowjackets. On the Catholic side, it will be Annie Takoti Ruth, Ellie Kinnison, Riley Starkey, Singer, and Meg Rodersheimer.
Correct. It's Briley.
Gotcha. We're ready to tee it up. And here we go. Williamstown controls and moving quickly. That did not take any time at all. Bunch gets the handoff and gets the layup to fall. Williamstown with a 2-point lead. Shot, and we got an injured Crusaderette on the floor right now. Right now it's 5-on-4. Fry tried to do a little Euro step. And we're going to do a second here just to make sure everybody is okay. It would be Annie Takoti Ruth. She will go to the sideline, and they're going to check up on her.
Came up holding her head, Mike.
I did not see what happened. All
Nor
I saw
did
was
I.
the aftermath. It will be Catholic basketball, and they will see a full court press.
This is a 5-on-4 press. They're leaving the inbounder alone and trying to double up on the person bringing the ball up the floor.
Singer swings it over to Starkey. Now Ellie Kinnison with the basketball. She moves to her right, hands the ball off to Caroline Wynn, who just came into the game. Just underway, 2-0 score. Catholic with the basketball. Kinnison uses the screen, can't get too far. Swing it over to Wynn, who puts up the shot from the paint, can't get it to fall. Fry gets the rebound for Williamstown. Bunch.
That's the
inside.
danger zone right there.
Burt cannot get the shot to fall, though. And Catholic comes back the other way. Baseline drive, and and Bunch will step right into the passing lane and make that steal and move quickly the other way. Montgomery swings it over to Burt, who tries the three-pointer, and it's short. Long rebound picked up by Starkey. It is back and forth and kinetic. Pass knocked out of bounds by Bunch. They're just all over the place, expending a lot of energy in the first couple of minutes of this game.
Exactly. Speaking about Williamstown's offense, I know you haven't seen much half-court stuff yet. It's all been transition, but most of it has. I know they like to run their offense from the inside out. If you have an Arissa Bird inside, why wouldn't you? Coach Bunch does not like the one pass and chuck it up kind of offense, which in my opinion is good. Give up a good shot for a great shot.
That ball went off the foot of one Catholic player, and as Bunch went after the loose basketball, it ended up with a held ball, so it'll be Parkersburg Catholic basketball. Cody Ruth back into the game. Mid-range jumper right there, short, and the rebound brought down by Fry. Bunch lulled him into possibly bringing that three-pointer. Good defense there by Cody Ruth, who adjusted the shot, if you will. That went completely over the backboard.
Now here again, the double team against Annie Cody Ruth. She got the ball anyway, but watch out for watch out for the trap and the sideline. I'd say Catholic is thrilled to death at this point to be down 2 points.
Just one basket has fallen
more than
so
2
far.
minutes into the game. They're going to be more deliberate on the offensive end, a lot of dribble weave stuff outside, trying to turn a corner.
Well, she took every second of that 5 second and still did not get a great pass in there. Stolen away by Cosner, and she goes up for the shot. Cody Ruth will foul her.
Personal foul on
And going to the line will be senior point guard Anna Cosner.
for the Jackets. Number 5, Anna Cosner, shooting 2.
First free throw goes in.
Boy, does it not seem like Anna Costner's been here at Williamstown for about 14 years? She is a true veteran.
Well, I said the same thing about Annie Cody Ruth. I was like, I thought she was graduated and went to college. And
Right, and she's only a junior.
Just a junior. Missed the second one. Here comes Catholic down 3-0. Have not had a shot fall yet. Ball knocked out. That's going to stay with the Crusaderettes, but good defense once again by Quinn Bunch. Just pesky.
They are.
Cody Ruth with the basketball from the inbound. Looks right, dribbles left, hands the ball off to Singer.
Montgomery's doing a nice job defensively against Ellie Kinnison. I mean, you can tell she doesn't have any help responsibilities at all. She's trying to take Ellie out of the game.
Singer decides to drive. She was left alone for a second, but a little reckless into the paint. Can't get the shot to fall. Williamstown with a 3-0 lead. Burtz fakes the three, takes the paint. Up with the right hand, and the Yellowjackets lead 5-0. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Cody Ruth drives. A little reckless, but trying her best to get something to fall. It can't fall. Briley Starkey got the rebound, though, and she will be fouled.
Briley Starkey is your consummate blue-collar worker. You know, from being around me a day or two, how much I love that expression. She knows her role. She can put the ball in the basket. She's smart. You'll never see her put her head down. She works inside. Did a nice job there, giving herself an opportunity to get the foul line.
Caroline Wynn back into the game. And Meg Rodersheimer will take a seat. She can't get either free throw to fall. Lead remains at 5. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Montgomery open for three from the corner. Can't hit it. Deep rebound. Starkey does a good job of just screening off the play. Yeah, but you don't see a lot of wiliness from a freshman like that.
She's smart.
Well, I think he had a fingerprint in that one, probably.
I'd like to take credit, but she was a little before my time.
Cody Ruth with the basketball. Hands the ball off to Singer, takes it to the top of the arc, a little behind the back dribble. Tries to take the lane, swings it back out to Cody Ruth, who can't hit the three. And the Crusaderettes still without a point. But the nice scrum there at the baseline. It's going to work in their favor, out of bounds off of Williamstown.
That was the right shot, in my opinion, from Annie to Cody Ruth. The offense had moved. She was open. That was a good shot for her.
Wynn got the pass, took it to the lane, got fouled on the floor. So it'll be an inbound from underneath the basket.
4 team fouls already, Mike.
Singer will inbound. Lobs it over the top to Wynn. Catholic looking for their first points of the contest.
And real quick, while we have a second, it's noteworthy that was Maggie Fry's second. So she's already had to go to the bench.
A little bit of an unforced error there. Ball got away from Tanny to Cody Ruth, so why not kick it? And she got immediately called for that one. 30-second timeout called by Williamstown. So we think about this Catholic team right now plugging along like they had, and they're coming with this 12-5 record. And I know you know the name Sophie Lott, and for Catholic, she transferred in from PHS. She could have been a major impact player at the beginning of the year. But
she certainly would have been.
But going down with a knee injury. Sweet kid, by the way, but going down with that knee injury, I mean, where could they be with that kind of firepower? I mean, she was, as a freshman, she was a really big impact player for PHS before the transfer in.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where they would be with her. I will tell you, she's a wonderful young lady and has handled what has happened to her with a whole lot of class.
Montgomery hits the three from the corner and extends the lead to 8-0. Ball gets away from Singer. She gets it back. Catholic needs a bucket, and they need it bad. Inside pass to Wynn. A little acrobatic shot there. It'll be out of bounds. And the official, Rex Foster, says it's Williamstown basketball. Bunch brings it up.
There's a screen across for Arissa. I would look for a big dose of her inside.
They got it to her. She couldn't get the shot to fall, but did get her own rebound. Drive. There by Michaela Bandy. She will go to the line as she drew the foul.
Personal foul on Carolyn Wynn, her first. Team foul number 2.
I know I'm old school,
Yellowjackets, Michaela Bandy, shooting 2.
but I still believe there is a place in basketball. I know everybody loves the three. I know. But there still is a place in the game for somebody inside the post that wants to play with, in this case, her back to the basket. I love it.
Well, she's been doing it for 4 years for this Williamstown team as well.
Certainly has.
She's been a thorn in your side for a couple of seasons,
Sure.
no doubt.
And she's so dangerous on the glass, and right there, an offensive board giving Williamstown extra possession.
Long three attempt by Bunch. She can't get it to fall. Got her own rebound, though. Inside to Burtz. Can't get that one to fall, too. Good defense there by Starkey. Here comes the Crusaderettes. Could this be their first bucket? Singer with the drive. Can't get it to fall. There's saran wrap on the basket. That's going to be a foul right on the sideline, right in front of the Catholic bench. And I believe that'll be Singer.
Yes, sir.
Personal foul number 1 on Macy Singer.
Her first foul, third team foul for Parkersburg Catholic. 2:52 remaining in the quarter, 8-0 Williamstown lead. Winner will get to go and take on Gilmer County at the United Champions in Glenville State College this coming weekend. Loser gets to go, but they'll be playing for the consolation game. That's going to be a tie-up between the legs of Burt and Cody Ruth. They're going to get Cody Ruth with the foul, her second foul. So we do have 2 fouls. We have 2 players in early foul trouble on both teams.
But a lot more fouls to give if you're Williamstown for the reasons that we talked about earlier, Mike.
Much deeper bench. Burt fakes the 3, puts it on the floor with the left hand. No good to Cody Ruth with the rebound. Baskets have come at a premium, but right now only one team's cashing them in. Win to Singer, top of the arc. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Swing it back out to Kinnison, who's been quiet so far in this matchup. Win. Back out to Rodesheimer, swings it over to Cody Ruth. Up with the 3. That hits nothing. Out of bounds. We got one kid in the student section that said airball. I was expecting a few more than that. I got one kid that said it.
What, in this rivalry?
Yeah,
no.
It's a little snarky, I would say, right? Under 2 minutes. Catholic without a bucket. Williamstown. Swinging over to Bandy, top of the arc. Now Bunch, not afraid to take it from there, but she'll take it inside the paint. And she'll get that little driving layup to fall, and it's 10-0. And they immediately press. Throw it long to Kinnison. Bunch almost knocked it away. Loose ball picked up by Wynn, though. Kinnison. Out to Starkey, spin, back out to Kinnison. She'll stop on the baseline. Good defense there by Bandy. Starkey to win, top of the arc. 1 minute remaining, still no points for the Crusaderettes. Nice screen there. Swing it over, that's Macy, that's Singer for 3, no good once again. Burt tried to save it. I don't think Burt had to save that. It looks like that would have been out of bounds off of Catholic. But on the reaching for the basketball, a foul called. And that's
an opportunity at the foul line again.
And is that, okay, that was on Bandy. I thought they flashed
Correct.
The number 2, which would have been, or the number 3, and that would have been a little different. 2 fouls on Bunch, but it turns out it's not on her. All right, so to the line, Caroline Wynn.
We as a player and as a team, you just desperately need to see something go in. I mean, I hate to overstate the obvious. There you go.
Yes, Brian in the truck said your jacket would have been off by now. Under a minute, 10-1. Yes.
Mike Cameron's not the only one who knows me.
Shot taken there, and it will not fall out of bounds. And now we're going to have a consolation there. Consolation. I meant, yeah, a conversation is what I meant between the 2 officials. They'll say it was out of bounds off of Williamstown.
I think Williamstown's fans did a good job of talking the officials into talking that one over. Speaking of conversation.
Kinnison brings it across, not easily though. Swing it over to Rodesheimer. Now Wynn with the basketball. 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Drive and a bucket for Catholic. And they'll cut that lead now 10-3, 21 seconds left. Williamstown will work for the final possession. Cosner with the basketball, swinging over to Bunch. Fakes the 3, drives with the right hand, no good. Rebound Catholic. Rodesheimer ends up with the basketball. They have an opportunity for a miracle.
Oh, now I've got to tell you, what a great job by Macy. If you noticed, when she brought the ball across half court, she knew how much time was left, and she switched the ball from her right. She's right-handed. She switched from her right hand to her left hand to get that shot off.
And
good effort.
finished off the quarter with a little three-point run. Stop that Williamstown momentum. Let's see how things go. Let's take a break. It's high school basketball on CES 45. We'll be back with more, and it's all presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Are you craving some sand and sun? Need a romantic getaway? A personal loan from One Community Federal Credit Union can get you there. Apply online from anywhere. Loans up to $2,500. No prepayment penalties. And our loan rates are always competitive. Ready to get away? Apply for a personal loan today. Not a member? Learn more at onecommunityfcu.org. One Community Federal Credit Union. You're at home with us.
And welcome back to Williamstown High School. 10-3 is your score if you've been following along. Williamstown started the quarter with a 10-0 run, but Catholic was able to kind of stem that tide a little bit, get a couple of points to fall. They even had an opportunity right there at the closing seconds to get something to fall. So maybe a little bit of, just a little momentum push maybe for the Crusaderettes right now. We won't know, but they got to be feeling a little bit better than they did about 5 minutes ago.
You betcha. Excellent boost off the bench from Caroline Wynn, who's only a freshman.
Off the bench into the game is Chloe Mulligan. She put up that shot. Couldn't get it to fall, though. And one and done. Here comes Parkersburg Catholic. Starkey picks up the basketball. Got to swing it out now over to Singer. Hand the ball off to Kinnison.
Good strong rebound at the other end of the floor by Meg Rodersheimer.
Drive by Wynn, picks up the basketball.
Oh,
that
good
was
cut.
A crazy pass. That was a crazy, dangerous pass that she had the confidence to do. And they will call the foul. That will be on Gracie Montgomery, her first. Kinnison gets the first free throw to fall. Now they're on that 4-0 run right now.
I mentioned earlier about the tight defense that Ellie is seeing and will continue to see, and she took advantage of that overplay there with the back cut and a nice pass from Caroline Wynn.
Montgomery from three, no good. Rodersheimer gets the rebound. Maybe a momentum shift. Wynn over to Singer. Drive and a dish. Starkey passes on the mid-range jumper. Gets a little bit of a driving layup to fall. 10-7.
All started with a shot fake.
Three-pointer up in the air for Bunch. Oh, nothing but the bottom of
Boy,
that.
is she good. She is dangerous.
Ooh.
She didn't waste any time getting the shot off, Michael.
And her job was to bust up that momentum as much as she could, and she certainly did. Starkey from the corner. In an earlier matchup that we had, Williamstown versus Belpre, you weren't helping me for that game. She had like 6 3-pointers in the first half.
She can do that.
And she was hitting them from everywhere. Nice offensive rebound by Starkey. She gets the shot to fall on the putback, 13-9.
Parkersburg Catholic is thrilled to death right now.
They survived a pretty rough
Exactly.
first 7 minutes, and now it's a ball game again. Mulligan over to Cosner. Bunch, three-pointer up in the air. That one had the vapor trail, just didn't finish. Here comes Kennison. Montgomery, good defense, but could have been close to a second foul on her. Briley Starkey now.
Good back cut. Nice job.
Good in thought. The execution wasn't quite there.
Nice job by Mulligan with the deflection. Probably saved a bucket.
It'll be right in front of the Williamstown bench, inbound to Singer. 13-9, much different story than it was just about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, at one point it was 10-0, and now at 13-9. Shot put up there, no good. Burt doing what she does best, rebound the basketball. Bunch looking inside. Really, is that normal to have Burt play on the perimeter like that?
I think Coach would prefer that she go inside. However, they haven't had a whole lot of success. They've had some success, such as there getting the ball to her. I think it's just part of her game that she will step out too.
Shot taken by Mulligan, got her own rebound. Montgomery for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Cosner. Shot does not fall. Another opportunity, fifth opportunity now for the Williamstown Lady Jackets. Bunch fakes the three, brings it inside, teardrop, and it's good.
Yeah, that's the law of averages working against Parkersburg Catholic there. Williamstown, you just felt it. They were going to take advantage. You give them that many opportunities.
And they usually don't have a category for fifth chance points. Too many opportunities on that possession. 15-9, three-pointer for Singer, in and out. Long rebound that nobody got. Eventually picked up by Chloe. There was just a big vacuum there. Nobody picked up the rebound. Montgomery swings it back out to Bunch. Cosner, nice ball fake, but swings it back out to Bunch. Now she steps back in the half court. 15-9, less than 4 minutes in the half. Mulligan inside to Burt, back out to Cosner.
Now see, there, Burt has the smaller Caroline win on her. I wouldn't be surprised they get that kind of switch situation for Coach Bunch to say, look, you have maybe a 5'5" guard, maybe a little smaller than that on you. Arissa, you got to take that up.
Drive by Singer. Boy, that was just a laser beam. The shot goes in, but Bunch on the other side, you know, Catholic was definitely getting back into it, but that three-pointer from Bunch put it back out to a 9-point lead. She is just a quiet assassin.
Well, she really is. I mean, she's the type of player.
Nice inside move there to Mulligan.
Well done. Good solid post move. She's the type of player that just says, all right, enough. Let's go.
It's going to be a full timeout.
With diamond dinner tickets.
I have no idea who called that timeout. Let's see
I think
if they
that
put
was
it on.
Parkersburg Catholic.
Okay.
There'll be a live auction, a silent
Catholic did call that timeout.
food, and a chance to win a
20-11 is your score right now. We have upcoming games here, coverage of CAS 45, coverage of high school basketball. We've got George Washington and PHS coming up on the day before Friday the 13th. That's probably got to be a fun or not fun day to play a basketball game. What could go wrong, right?
What could possibly go wrong?
And it's an early game too. It's 4 p.m. So that's coming up this Friday. Next Monday, girls basketball capital will be at South. And then the final game on our schedule will be Ravenswood at Ripley, and that will be Thursday, February 26th, 7 p.m. start time on that one. So
good basketball coming up.
Yeah.
How about the youth movement at Parkersburg South? They're doing a nice job.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, we called that Parkersburg South
we did.
PHS game.
Yeah,
that
we did.
was incredible.
And since then, South went to PHS and got them again.
Need to get them again. Well, sometimes you're young and you just don't.
You don't know any differently.
Understand the moment.
That's right. No, you're correct about that. Now let's see what Andy does here. Andy Takoti Ruth in the last 2.5. She was out for several minutes there.
Kennison swings it over to Starkey. Rodesheimer. Starkey, that's a three if it goes. It did.
3-point basket for Brian Starkey.
So how many players with the last name of Takoti have played at Parkersburg Catholic High School?
Well, we had Parkersburg Catholic had Elizabeth, Rebecca, Sarah, and Teresa.
That's 4.
And then you go to the next generation with Mary and then Annie, both of whom are Elizabeth's daughters. So that makes a grand total of 6 by my math.
Another great pocket picking there by Williamstown, and another 3 attempt by Bunch. This one couldn't fall, and a deep rebound that goes out of bounds. Shout out to George Cody too. He did my knee replacement.
There you go, and you're looking good.
Yes.
You were in excellent hands.
I was hoping I could get some sort of credit for that, but yeah, some sort of testimonial, if you will. There's to Cody.
That's a good move.
Cody Ruth with the drive and the bucket.
Solid move.
And that'll cut the lead to 4, but Williamstown moving quickly. Montgomery fakes the 3, takes the baseline. Bad pass, but Williamstown keeps it. Nearly a 1 minute left in this half.
Boy, what a quick half.
I know, it's moved very rapidly. Bunch to Fry, who's had that second foul, so she's been on the bench for a bit. Montgomery looks left, throws it to Bunch. Just a little bit of separation, that's all she needed. She faked the 3, takes it inside, misses the jumper. Cody Ruth with the rebound, 44 seconds to work with. Drive, spin, no good on the shot. Bunch brings it up for the Lady Jackets. That's Cosner for 3, in and out. Offensive rebound though, Montgomery with hands in her face and ice water in her veins hits the 3-pointer.
And her second one of the game.
Again, that'll extend it back out to 7 now with closing seconds of the half. Starkey, ball knocked away and kept alive.
Nice
Bunch
pass.
To Fry. And transition basketball in Williamstown. Oh, so good. And at the half, 25-16. It's been a lot of runs back and forth. Started out 10-0. Catholic was able to get back into it, but Williamstown just doing enough to keep that extension. It's not been like 10 points, but it's still a pretty comfortable lead at this point.
With a lot of help from threes by Quinn Bunch and Gracie Montgomery. Those certainly helped.
Let's take a break, and we're going to go and send it back over to your chance to check out some videos that deal with the Wood County Tech Center, all the different programs that they provide. We'll be back with more with high school basketball and CAS 45 presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
The digital world is advancing quickly, and the Coding AI and Game Design course keeps us on the cutting edge. This is a 2-year program where we learn how to use Unity and Microsoft Visual Studio along with many other different programs to try to bring any idea that we have to life. With these skills, we are preparing for careers in nearly any technological position across any industry, including ones that don't even exist yet.
This is a collision repair program at the Wood County Tech Center. This is a 1-year program at the Wood County Tech Center with an embedded math program. In this class we do structural and non-structural damage and repair, surface prep and refinishing, plastic repair and welding. We can get OSHA and ASC certifications. We do a lot of hands-on work. It's 10% book work, but 90% is hands-on. It can get you ready for a career in the auto body industry.
This is the computer science program offered by the Wood County Technical and Caperton Center. Our class at the Caperton Center is a 1-year program that prepares us for cybersecurity, coding, app design and creation, and more. We are learning multiple programming languages such as Java, JavaScript, Python, Vex code blocks, and Blockly on MIT App Inventor.
We cover information security and threat investigation topics. With the AP exam and dual credits offered, we can earn college credits. This program is compiling the future one line at a time.
The cosmetology program at the Wood County Tech Center is a 2 years hands-on salon experience where you can become a certified hairdresser. I've learned how to braid hair, how to curl it different ways. I've learned how to cut hair, how to give bangs, and how to do different types of haircuts. I would recommend this program to anybody who would like to become a hairstyle or just is interested in it, because even if you don't decide to do it, you just have the experience and you can say you did it.
Are you ready to make a difference in your community? Join us in our criminal justice class, where the journey towards justice begins. Explore the world of law enforcement, court system, and correctional facilities. Our dedicated instructor will bring real-world experience, providing you with the knowledge and skills needed to tackle today's events. Learn the ins and outs of criminal law investigative techniques and the ethical dilemmas faced by our justice professionals. Collaborate with peers, network with local leaders, and maybe find your call to the justice community.
The CWST program is a great opportunity to work in schools and all kinds of jobs around Wood County. It looks great on scholarship, college, and job applications for in the future.
I applied to CWST because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and learn to communicate with the public better, and I definitely have achieved that.
I applied as a junior and I work here 15 hours a week, and this job is a great opportunity to learn to work with the public and get paid while I'm here at school.
Computer-aided drafting design, where we work with 3D objects and we can actually make them.
It is a one-year program with a dual college credit and embedded high school math credit. I've been looking into an architecture program in different colleges. Being in this drafting class is giving me a big head start.
Here at the Caperton Center, in the electrical class, we learn about all kinds of systems, including industrial, residential, commercial, and even renewable energy.
The electric tech class is a 2-year program, and we earn 11 college credits and several credentials through the Electric Training Alliance.
I recommend this class because there's many job opportunities after high school, such as working with different contractors and going into the electrical union. It also sets you up for an engineering degree in college. This class also is great work after high school and great salary.
I would describe it as a hands-on class where we learn important skills that help with firefighting, hazmat, with our EMT.
Even if it's not something they plan to use as a career, it's still a great class.
Are you ready to use your art and computer skills to bring messages to life? Join us in the graphic design program where the journey begins. The graphic design program at PHS is a 2-year program that trains you to use design software to create print and web materials for the businesses and organizations. It's a 2-year program where we learn Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and other design softwares to create a variety of printed projects, logos, web advertising, and 3D items. We partner with local nonprofits to provide printed materials and designs for our community.
Wood County Technical Center Industrial Manufacturing Program offers students an opportunities to learn skills needed for a career in manufacturing. The program also emphasizes in the importance of safety and development of hard and soft skills needed to become a successful candidate for employability in the manufacturing industry. Hands-on skills using equipment involving electrical, pneumatic, hydraulics, laser cutting, and more. This program is supported by local industry to make us career ready.
The Allied Health program at the Wood County Technical Center is a 1-year program that trains you to be a medical assistant. At the end of the year, you will have the opportunity to sit for the certification to become a certified medical assistant through the NHA. You will also become BLS certified. This program is a great opportunity that will allow you to obtain entry-level positions in the healthcare field.
Medical Skills is a 2-year program at the Wood County Technical Center. It includes 2 clinical rotations where we can become certified nursing assistants and trained in emergency preparedness through Community Emergency Response Team. Certifications we gain from the class are Stop the Bleed, First Aid, and CPR. The important aspects of the class are medical terminology, leadership, infection control, and proper use of personal protective equipment. It's a great course for an entry-level job into healthcare.
If you're looking for an AI-proof career, come to Parkersburg High School for the Plumbing and Pipe Fitters course. We work with copper pipe, PEX, PVC, galvanized, and black steel pipe for just about anything plumbing related. We do anything from maintenance around the school to projects here in the shop at PHS. These careers that are offered here are in high demand, and they also come with a very high wage.
And welcome back to Williamstown High School. It was a pretty entertaining matchup for one half. It wasn't starting off too great for one particular team in the Parkersburg Catholic, down 10-0. Got it back into the game, and right now, even with a 9-point differential, at least they have been able to stem that tide pretty well. But your score at the half, Williamstown 25, Parkersburg Catholic 16. Your thoughts of the first half?
Well, let's start with Parkersburg Catholic first. Really nice job by Bradley Starkey being their leading scorer. As we mentioned, Williamstown's done a good job with really limiting Ellie Kinnison. Held her to only 2 free throws for the half. Annie Cody Ruth also only 2 points. But Briley, who is their third double-digit scorer, had a nice half with 7. Williamstown. Talk about Parkersburg Catholic not being able to buy a basket. I know Williamstown's shooting percentage, although I did not keep that, Williamstown did not shoot the ball very well at all. You cannot expect Williamstown to continue to miss inside shots like they missed. I mean, giving credit where credit is due, they have a 9-point lead, and it could be significantly greater for sure.
I agree.
Really nice job, though, by Quinn Bunch leading with 12, and then Grayson Montgomery hitting 2 threes. Next leading scorer was 6. I would still, I know I've been preaching this, but I would still look for a big dose of Arissa Bird inside, letting their offense run inside out. And, you know, they're running a cross screen for her, trying the balls at the wings, set a cross screen, see if they can get her coming across. Catholic's done a nice job with denying that, but I think maybe Williamstown might be giving up on that a little early. You know, you have the ball where you want it. Can you give Burt more time to maybe drive her defender up that lane line to encourage that pass from the wing? Because the help side, the help is really coming from the lane as opposed to the baseline. So if she would drive her man up that lane line and encourage the pass from the wing, she has an easier drop step basket as opposed to taking the ball into a double team.
You just went to school. You just went to basketball school.
I just made it up.
Sounded good to me. I'm ready to put me in, coach. Catholic basketball to start. Yeah, no kidding. I'm 2 months into a knee replacement. My basketball days are done. Bad pass that
nice
Cody
job.
Ruth was able to keep alive.
Save.
Back to Singer, who's trying to navigate through the lane.
Nice finish by Macy Singer with her left hand.
25-18.
But again, here's Catholic just kind of hanging in there, Mike.
Just staying close.
There's the cross screen. There she went to the high post as far as Burt did. And did a nice job inside.
Fry had a good
Fry
look.
the ball, right.
Yeah, she definitely had a good look, and still, I mean, it did not immediately fall. Took a couple extra seconds to get that shot to fall. It will stay with Catholic on that last little play. To Cody Ruth, gets the inbound, sends it to Singer. Oh, that could have been a walk. Starkey from the corner. Just inside the lane, but inside the arc there, but she nails the jumper, and the lead stays at 7. Bunch to Montgomery. Back to Bunch, top of the arc. Now Williamstown uncharacteristically.
Yeah, a little stagnant here early, huh? There's your high-low.
Inside, that's Fry. Nowhere to go with that. Swing it back out to Burt. She drives the lane.
That was a good take. Good decision by Arissa Burt. Again, like Coach Bunch said earlier, giving up a good shot for one that is an excellent shot.
Right.
It was a good choice, or in this case, 2 free throws.
Burt from the line, good. Yeah, that's, you know, mid-range jumper. Most people can hit that, but the the percentages go much higher when you bring it closer to the basket.
You betcha.
Burt's hits both free throws.
Let's see if that gets her going. That's 4 points for Arissa for the game.
Cody Ruth uses the Rodersheimer screen, swings it around, drives. She went opposite hand.
She did.
And it still goes in. Was not the textbook, but it goes in for 2.
A little right-hand scoop from the left side. Hanging around, Mike, hanging around.
Inside to Fry. Been a focal point in this early part of the third quarter. Back out to Montgomery, a little long on that shot. Singer with the rebound. And you just got a teammate's got to say something.
That's
right.
right.
Bunch was just, and that's almost the third time she's done that in this quarter. That's the first time she actually got the steal, but she just stays close to the play, causes the turnover. Drive by Montgomery, scoop shot no good to Cody Ruth with the rebound. Kennison, who's been quiet. Coach Carr could like to see a little bit of a offensive surge out of her.
I love her patience. She plays very well within herself. She takes what the defense gives her. I'm speaking about Ellie.
Good screen there. Three-pointer for Starkey.
She has proven she can make it.
Business as usual. And that'll cut the lead to 4. Moving quickly the other way, Burtz puts up the shot quickly. Starkey had hands up in the air, but they still call the foul on her.
Briley Starkey has almost half of Parkersburg Catholic's points, 12.
Well, and again, you've said it. Kennison's been double-teamed a lot,
right.
Keyed upon. Cody Ruth has not been able to establish anything up to this point.
Correct again.
So you need that third member to step up. And Starkey has been the girl. Burt, first free throw, no good. Coach, I need to get me a pair of those shoes. That's what color is that? Is that like fuchsia?
Those are bright.
Second free throw falls for Burt.
I'd go with fuchsia.
It's Cody Ruth just trying to get something to fall, and was not the best shot selection. Cosner swings it over to Burt, fakes the three, puts it on the floor, drives and dishes. Fry.
That's a
nice ball fake.
That's a high percentage shot right there. Excellent patience from Williamstown. Very well done.
Fake the handoff to Cody Ruth, looks inside to Starkey. She couldn't do anything with that pass, so they got to reset. Starkey gets it back in the corner. 32-25, 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. Rodesheimer, quick handoff to Singer. Singer drives. That was partially blocked. Fry picks up the loose basketball. Here comes Quinn Bunch. It's been a 4-0 run, and it's a 7-0 run. It was as close as 4, and now it must be a 6-0 run because now it's out to a 10-point lead.
Quinn wastes no time getting rid of her shot. She doesn't rush it. It's just a quick release.
Starkey falls down, loses the basketball.
She's not going to feel sorry for herself, meaning Briley.
Loose ball picked up by Cosner. She takes it to the hole,
nice
no
pass.
Good. Burt can't get the high percentage shot to fall. We got bodies flying everywhere. Rodesheimer beats the pack back, but she can't get the shot up. Kennison, who did a good job of trailing the play, but she can't get her jumper to fall. That was a wild 30 seconds right there.
Wasn't it? You know, normally you get the ball inside like Meg Rodesheimer just did, but she didn't necessarily have that shot. She did a good job, again, of being patient, looking for the kick out, you know, live to make another play.
Yeah, she was not in the best of position to probably put up a shot at that point when she got that entry pass, so that was probably the better decision. Catholic can't get any points off of that one, though.
This is a dangerous time for Parkersburg Catholic. Down double digits now.
Bandy falls down, picks up the loose basketball, and they survive that possession. Burt gets the pass. She tries to direct traffic a little bit, but then Bunch says, hey, I'm the point guard. Cosner right side, over to Bandy, top of the arc. Inside to Cosner,
good
back
kick
out. Great ball movement, but it does not end in points yet. Great offensive rebound by Burt. She can't get her shot to fall. Another opportunity for the Lady Jackets. Bandy, good crossover dribble to get inside. Shot does not fall, but she will go to the line. You just cannot live like that, Coach Marty. With
correct.
2 and 3 different shot opportunities. You cannot. You're not going to be able to break into any sort of lead that way.
Right. Well done by Michaela Bandy getting to the free throw line. She's a defensive specialist, Mike. She has quick feet, excellent anticipation that she shows.
First one doesn't fall, second one neither. And that will go to Parkersburg Catholic as they say it goes out of bounds off of Williamstown. Immediately setting up for a press. Double team, and again, it just works to Williamstown perfection and also ends up in points too. Double team Singer, easy pocket pick.
Soft shot off the glass, love it.
High pass over to Kennison.
Here's what I'm talking about with Bandy's defense. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're fine. Kennison picks up the basketball. Somebody's going to have to help her. Coach Carr says we got to call timeout.
You hate to do it. I know that's their third timeout, but down by 12, that's a good call. You need to try to get something on this possession, and you hate to cough up the ball on a 5-second count. It's a situation where your teammates need to come help you.
I mean, Williamstown has done what they have needed to do. They have shut down Kennison. Cody Ruth, really, for the most part, has not been able to establish anything.
That's right.
But Coach Carr has got to say, ladies, we got to do something here. We got to get open. We got to find the shots. And then the classic Coach Carr talks with the official while Coach Hefner, the assistant coach, is doing most of the always working the refs. You didn't really work the refs so much back in the day. I remember, you had something to say, you said it, but.
Similar to what Coach Bob Carr just did, coaches coach, officials officiate. I know fans don't agree with that. Officials officiate, and I feel as though you chirp all the time, they're not going to listen to anything you have to say. You pick your moments.
What? Yeah. Too bad we don't have Joe Oliveira here to give us some insight on that as well, but.
And he would.
He would definitely. I get different perspectives when I talk to you two, so different sides.
Little zone look here, Mike, from Parkersburg Catholic.
Inside to Fry, swings it back out. Bandy's got to track it down. Back inside to Costner, right wing. Swing it now, Bandy, now that's Bunch, left side. To Fry, bounce pass inside. Nice steal there.
And it worked.
By Starkey. You have that, three-pointer quickly. Kennison has been so quiet, and they needed that bucket bad from her.
Little 3-2 zone with Annie Cody Ruth up at the top. And good quick guards with Ellie Kennison on one side and Caroline Wynn on the other. Leaving Starkey and Rodersheimer inside.
Fry puts it on the floor, picks it up, got to go somewhere with it. Cosner, the Bunch, left alone
and
for
there's
the three.
Your zone buster.
That's too much space, too much separation. And that puts the lead now at 12, under a minute. Cody Ruth spins, dishes. It's Wynn back into the ball game. Back over to Cody Ruth, who just kind of walking the wire there close to the sideline. She gets tied up.
Anna Costner is savvy, isn't she, defensively? Annie Cody Ruth got around her, and she continued to pursue the ball. And when Annie executed that spin move, she spun right back into.
And a conversation between the officials, they decide it's a jump ball, and that possession arrow did belong to the Yellowjackets. So.
Yeah, just to finish my point, she spun right back into the pursuing Costner. She wasn't going to give up on the play.
32.4 seconds, and the lead now extended out to 12 as the Yellowjackets keep hitting big shots. And Catholic working real hard on the other side just to try to keep it as close as they have. Montgomery over to Mulligan back in the game. They swing it back out. That's Cosner, and it looks like Williamstown is very happy to just take this final 11 seconds off the quarter. Bunch over to Woodburn, back to Bunch. Drive, little teardrop floater, no good. And that's how the quarter will end. Williamstown 40, Parkersburg Catholic 28. Will Catholic be able to figure out how to get back into this game? We'll figure it out with you as well. Back with more as you are watching high school basketball in CAS 45 presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in One Community Federal Credit Union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One Community Federal Credit Union. You're at home with us.
As we get older, we know that health isn't something we can take for granted. It's personal, it's vital. And when something's not right, we need a place and a team we can truly trust. Our vision is a healthier tomorrow for everyone in the Mid-Ohio Valley. When you walk through our doors, you're not just a patient, you're family. And we're here for your health, your hope, and your life. WVU Medicine Camden Clark, dedicated to excellent health care for generations to come.
1 quarter left here at Williamstown High School.
She is so quick.
She is all over the court.
Yes, she is.
12-point lead for the Williamstown Yellowjackets. Catholic, though, with the basketball.
Nice back cut by Ellie. Well done.
And she a little overcompensated there, but she still was able to have enough wherewithal to get that shot to fall.
And that's the counter to that pressure defense. If you're playing all the passing lanes, take advantage of that back cut. Catholic back in the zone with Annie Cody Ruth at top again.
It has worked to some success, so Coach Carr is going to see if we can get some more value out of that. Bunch set up now between the circles. Cody Ruth will come out.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that may be Williamstown's drag play. Point being a good overload look for Williamstown against the zone.
Shot taken there by Montgomery doesn't fall, but yet another second chance opportunity. Now they can not only set up an offensive play, but also run a couple of seconds off too. She shot that from the beat.
We just
that was a deep three-pointer.
Yes, it was. Zone buster.
Drive, and it looks like Fry will commit her third foul, and Bunch took a little bit of a crazy fall there. She said thumbs up.
Okay. This has nothing to do with the scoreboard.
Gotcha.
But we need more of this in sports, youth sports. Notice that Quinn was on the floor, and what did Ellie do?
Yeah,
go over and help her up. You know, this is it. We're living. I know this is a political statement here, I suppose, but we're living in an age where more and more kids they see on television. Now I'm going to step over you, and while I do it, I'm going to talk to you while I do it, as opposed to playing the right way. I love that.
Yes, and she quickly came over and did that.
Yes,
as
she
well.
did. That's a classy move.
1 of 2 from the line. 43-31. Bunch from forever away. She shot that from the spike line of the volleyball markings. That one did not fall. Also looking for the foul, did not get it. Win. A little crossover dribble and a drive. And that will go out of bounds. They'll say off of Williamstown. Singer will inbound to the right of her own basket. That was quick.
Wasted no time.
Set up with the back to the basket, and that was designed to go to Starkey from minute 1. Back to a 10-point differential. Catholic has still found a way to just stick around, but still has lots of work ahead of them right now. Three-pointer for Montgomery, no good. Burt with her 12th millionth rebound. Back out to Woodburn, that's Bunch, fakes the three.
Good job by Quinn Bunch. She could have taken the shot inside in traffic. Good decision not to.
Inside to Fry, out to Burt from the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. Lead remains at 10. Catholic will try to bust into that. Win, baseline drives, got to pick up the basketball. Looking for help, almost got. I don't know if I agree with that one, Coach Marty, because it looked like it was slapped out of her hands. Called for the double dribble, but the ball was, directed out of her hands by the Williamstown defender. Interesting call. Costly turnover. Fry with the basketball. Picks it up, got to send it back out Montgomery. Now Bunch resets. Less than 5 minutes, 10-point lead for Williamstown. That is most definitely a foul. I didn't even have to go to referee school for that one.
Fair enough.
Woodburn goes to the bench, getting some congratulations from coaches and teammates. And then looks like Fry is going to sit as well. Mulligan back on the floor. And I think Cosner came back on as well. Bunch to Burt inside to Mulligan. Nice move and a good finish. 45-33. Innocent. Singer fakes the three, uses the screen to try to get into the lane, loses the handle of the basketball. That will belong to Williamstown after the held ball is called. Hats off to Catholic. I mean, they've played well. I mean, not everything has worked out for them, obviously, but they have played well. But this is a juggernaut of a Williamstown team right now. They go about their business so well.
Yes, they do. But you're right, Catholic has really hung tough, especially after that start, as you mentioned multiple times.
Yeah, this game started 10-0. Catholic was able to get 3 points by the end of the third quarter, scored the first 4 of the second one, so they actually cut the lead to 3 at one point. I think that's as close as they have been since.
Boy, I like Chloe Mulligan inside.
That's a future player right there too. They'll key on her in the years to come. Three-pointer no good there for Singer.
Good choice by Macy to shoot that though. She was wide open. Your points have to come from somebody, Mike.
Bunch tries to get that pass inside, but too many hands there wearing navy blue jerseys. Kennison drives, short on the layup attempt, and then she falls down. Right now, 4-on-5, Bunch to Montgomery. That's a second consecutive not good pass there
good
from
take.
Bunch. Oh, nice drive by Burt. Less than 3 minutes. Williamstown now to a 16-point lead.
Good shot. Not just because it went in. That was the right shot at the right time.
And a bucket that Coach Carr needed. Mulligan on the right side, covered by Kennison. Swinging over now to Cosner.
Macy Singer does a really nice job defensively too, doesn't she, Mike?
Yes. Another three-point attempt there by Bunch. This one doesn't fall, surprisingly enough.
Good rebound by Meg Ruttersheimer.
Cody
She's
Root open
yep.
for three.
There you go.
And good.
3 more. Heading to Cody Root.
Catholic called that timeout. They only have 2 remaining.
I'll tell you what else they only have 2 of. 2 minutes. So I'm wondering, I'm just guessing here, pure speculation, which is worth absolutely nothing, I know. But
I'd pay for it.
You know, you're inside of 2 minutes to go, you're down by 10. You have nothing to lose. Rolling the dice, do you see Parkersburg Catholic come out here now and really try to push the issue, meaning Do you now, I know Coach Carr likes to press, and I told you before, he does it sparingly because of his lack of depth. Okay, again, not that the players on the bench can't play. That's not what I mean. They only have so many of them. So the possibility certainly exists that Catholic will come out now and pick up Williamstown maybe in a little 2-2-1 in the full court. Okay, the counter to that is, it sounds great, but Williamstown's guards are so quick. You know, when you've got Costner and Bunch that can take care of business, and they are picking them up.
And plus, just to be elementary, my dear Watson, Catholic's got to make the shots to implement the press.
That's right. That's right.
If they're not busting the shots, then that press usually will be just, completely drive-by at that point.
Now they're going 4 across on the press offense. They get the ball inbounds and then hit a cutter. Look for them to go. Middle of the floor, gone. That's smart. Nice job by Anna Coster. You don't need to score there. Pull it out, run some clock. That's a veteran move.
And she gets the handoff back from Bunch.
But, you can't blame Parkersburg Catholic for trying it.
Yeah, they pretty much.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, at this point in the game where things are, they have cut the lead to 10.
Exactly.
Again, so the shots are starting to fall, but the seconds are, there's just not a whole lot of seconds left for them to, they got to do whatever they can do to make it happen.
And it's really too late to play much of a foul game here. You've only committed one team foul for the quarter.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of carnage if they decide to do that. Good double team there, but they'll eventually call the foul.
Not the worst thing in the world for Catholic.
That is the 4th foul on Annie Cody Ruth, though. Annie's got to be careful.
That's a real problem when your player with 4 fouls is guarding, one of the best point guards in AA basketball. They've switched off now.
And now just playing patient basketball. Just siphoning off the seconds off the clock.
Catholic, that was a good read by Briley Starkey. Good effort.
Drive by Burt, who faked the dish, finishes the layup. 51-39. Inside pass to Starkey. I don't know how she ended up with that basketball, but she did. Put the pass out to Kennison. She misses from 3. And this one's going to go to the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, I would look for them to dribble it out here. Parkersburg Catholic has nothing to hang their heads about here. 12-point loss at Williamstown.
And the way it started, it could have been a whole
Yes, it could have. It could have been ugly. Well done by both teams.
All right. They'll dribble out the final seconds. Final score, Williamstown 51, Parkersburg Catholic 39. And we knew the scenario going into it. So coming up on Saturday at the Waco Center on the campus of Glenville State, it's going to be Parkersburg Catholic going up against Buffalo for the consolation game. And then Williamstown will be going up against Gilmer County for the Night of Champions championship on Saturday. So final thoughts on this game. Like I said, we talked about it at length. Could have been a lot worse, but they held pretty strong, hit some shots. Wasn't a thing of beauty for either side, really, to tell you the truth.
But when I said well done by both teams, I think the coaches may look at me and say, now, wait a minute, coach. But good effort by both teams. I think the shooting percentage was nothing to write home about. But, you're going to have nights like that where you don't shoot the ball particularly well. Your defense always has to be there. It has to be. I don't know how much time we have. Just quickly in regard to the Night of Champions. I was talking to Coach Bob Carr about this because it is confusing. You have 3 divisions.
Yeah,
what do you do?
And I didn't even know about that until about 20 minutes ago. So.
There's a North, a South, and a Central division as opposed to the East and West. But anyway, the top 3 teams were automatically advanced, if you will, for the opportunity to play in the Night of Champions. Okay, well, where are you going to get your 4th team? They take the 3 second-place teams, and it came down to tiebreaker in terms of strength of schedule. So Parkersburg Catholic had enough points to knock out St. Mary's for that 4th spot in the Night of Champions.
All right.
Roan was in there too, but because of snow outs and so forth, they didn't have enough games to really qualify. So that's the way I understand it. And now it's clear as mud,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, I did not know. I mean, I knew there was a bunch of teams in the LKC, but I did not know that there was a 3rd division that was put in there. So I've always thought of the LKC as some sort of shadow organization anyway. Who runs it anyway? Who's the evil commissioner somewhere that's coming up with all this stuff? So. But anyway, so tremendous game here. Now we got another tremendous game for you coming up on Friday, February the 13th. It's a 4 p.m. start time. George Washington will come to PHS to play a game in girls basketball. Now George Washington, in the latest poll, #1 in the rankings. Parkersburg comes in at 5. We've seen them before. So, I mean, Parkersburg's got some work ahead of them. But, I mean, it's going to be a good matchup between 2 good teams coming up on Friday.
Absolutely. And, you know, here you go. This is a tournament-type game this late in the season, exactly when you want one. And PHS, a whole lot to play for. You know, these teams are thinking – you can't really put this in the players' heads, you know, hey, we need to do this to get this seed. What happens, happens. You just go out there and try to play the best you can.
Go out there and
let
win.
the chips fall where they may.
Eric Little will have the call on that game coming up on Friday, so be sure to join us at that time. And again, another great matchup between 2 rivals. We had a fun time with this game. We always have a fun time with this game. I know
you bet.
You had a much different perspective for several years, but probably nice to be able to watch it this way.
Oh, it is. My wife said I was absolutely unfit to live with. In weeks when we played Williamstown, it's just the way that it is. She said, I can't wait till this game is over. The price that a coach's wife has to pay, and she certainly did it for a lot of years. But hey, you know, that's what rivalries are about.
Exactly.
Certain games just mean more. I hate to sound like the SEC here. It just means more, but yeah, pretty special times for sure.
Well,
and these are the kinds of games, Mike, that players really remember.
Right.
You know, obviously your tournament games you're going to remember, but you love those rivalry games. And good luck to both teams as they advance to the Night of Champions. It's always a treat at the Waco Center to play there. It's a big deal to walk into that arena. It really is. Special place.
And they do it up very nice.
Yes,
I mean,
they do.
It's a great, the theatrics are good.
Yep.
And, yeah, they do a great job in helping out with that. All right, that's all we got. Thanks so much for being a part of the broadcast. Coach Marty Beerheller, it was an honor to hang out with you once again.
Thank you, sir.
For Marty, for everybody, the camera operators, and also Brian over in the trailer, we just thank you so much for your support of high school basketball and CS 45. We thank you so very much. We'll see you on Friday, and have yourselves a great evening.